Let us begin by settling into this moment. Let us allow the noise to fall away, just for now. Let us breathe deeply and notice that we are here, that we are alive, that we have been given another morning. We come into this quiet space with whatever we carry today. The worries, the hopes, the tiredness, the anticipation, we do not need to set them down or push them away. We simply acknowledge that they are with us and that in this moment we are also held by something larger than ourselves. We give thanks for the breath moving through us, for the steady rhythm of our hearts, for the gift of waking, of being present to this day that stretches out before us, still unwritten. We are grateful for the simple grace of beginning again, for the mercy found in every morning, the quiet promise that we are not defined only by what came before, that today we are given a chance to meet the world and ourselves with fresh eyes. Thank you for the people who will cross our paths today, for those we will see and those we will not, for the ones who will challenge us and the ones who will comfort us, for the quiet presence of others who share this world with us, each carrying their own burdens, their own joys. We are grateful for the ordinary gifts we so often overlook, the water that will touch our skin, the food that will nourish us, the ground beneath our feet, the light that finds its way to us, however dim or bright it may be. As we move into this day, we ask for the grace to meet ourselves with gentleness. We are not always who we wish to be. We stumble, we forget, we lose patience with ourselves and with others. We fall short of the kindness we intend. Help us to remember that being human means carrying both strength and fragility, that we do not have to be perfect to be worthy of compassion, that the same mercy we hope to extend to others, we must also learn to offer ourselves. Give us eyes that see clearly, but also kindly. Let us notice what is actually before us, not only what we fear or what we expect. Help us to be present to what is real, to meet this day as it actually unfolds, rather than as we imagine it must be. When we encounter difficulty today, and we will, grant us the steadiness to pause before we react. Let there be a breath between what happens and how we respond. In that small space, may we find the wisdom to choose our words carefully, to act with intention rather than impulse. We ask for patience, patience with the slowness of growth, patience with the things we cannot control, patience with the people around us who are doing their best, even when their best looks different from what we hoped for. Help us to release our grip on outcomes we cannot determine. So much energy is spent trying to force the world into shapes it will not take. Teach us the difference between effort and striving, between care and control. May we learn to tend to what is ours to tend, and to trust that other things will unfold as they must. We think now of those who are struggling, those who woke this morning to pain, to fear, to grief that feels too heavy to carry, those who face challenges we cannot imagine, burdens we do not see. We hold them in our hearts, and we ask that they might feel somehow less alone. For those who are caring for others who give of themselves day after day, often without recognition or rest, we ask for renewed strength. May they find moments of peace. May they know that their labor matters, that their presence is a gift. We ask for the ability to listen well today, to truly hear what others are saying, not only with their words, but with their presence, to be less concerned with what we will say next and more attuned to what is being offered to us in conversation, in silence, in the small gestures that make up our days. Help us to notice when someone needs to be seen, to offer our attention as a form of kindness, to understand that simply bearing witness to another person's experience can be a profound act of compassion. May we be slow to judge, quick to assume good intent, willing to remember that everyone we meet is carrying something we know nothing about. When we feel the urge to criticize, to dismiss, to harden our hearts, remind us of our own need for grace. Remind us of the times we have been misunderstood, the times we have needed someone to see past our surface to the struggle underneath. We ask for the courage to be honest, honest with ourselves about what we truly feel, what we truly need. Honest with others when honesty serves connection rather than harm. May we learn to speak our truth without cruelty, to set boundaries without punishment. And when others are honest with us, especially when their truth is hard to hear, give us the humility to receive it, to consider that we might not see ourselves as clearly as we think, to be willing to learn, to change, to grow. Help us to forgive, not because forgiveness erases harm or makes everything suddenly right, but because holding on to bitterness takes up space that might be used for something better, for healing, for peace, for the slow work of moving forward. This does not mean we forget. It does not mean we allow harm to continue. It simply means we release the weight of resentment so that we can walk more freely through our days. We ask for contentment, not the kind that makes us passive or indifferent, but the kind that allows us to appreciate what is here, now, even as we work toward what might be, to hold both gratitude and longing without letting either one consume us. May we find joy in small things, a kind word, a moment of laughter, the taste of something good, the feeling of being warm when it is cold, or cool when it is warm. These simple pleasures are not trivial. They are threads of grace woven through ordinary days. As we prepare to step into the hours ahead, we ask for the strength to do what is ours to do. Not everything, not more than we can carry, but the next right thing, and then the next. When we feel overwhelmed, help us to come back to this moment, to this breath, to the single step directly in front of us. We do not have to solve everything today. We only have to show up, to be present, to do what we can with what we have. May we move through this day with a quiet sense of purpose, not driven by anxiety or ambition, but guided by the steady knowledge that our presence matters, that how we treat people matters, that small acts of kindness create ripples we may never see, but that move outward nonetheless. Let us remember that we are part of something larger than ourselves, that our lives are connected to countless others in ways we cannot fully trace, that what we do, how we live, the energy we bring into the world, all of this contributes to the whole. We do not carry the weight of the world alone. We are held, even when we cannot feel it. We are supported by forces both seen and unseen, by the people who love us, by the earth that sustains us, by the mystery that gives rise to all things. As we close this time of quiet, we return to our breath. We notice once more that we are here, that we are alive, that we have been given this day. May we walk through it with grace. May we meet ourselves and others with compassion. May we find moments of peace, of connection, of simple goodness. And may we remember when the day grows difficult that we can always return to this stillness, that it is always here, waiting for us, that we are never too far from the quiet center where we began. We are grateful, we are ready, we are here. Let us begin.